What's up, everybody? Welcome to my YouTube channel. If you're new here, my name is Alex. I just started a YouTube series where I'm talking about going to dive school, commercial diving school / underwater welding school. Today was literally my first day, so I want to share with you all about it. Now, first of all, I want to disclaim that the school I'm going to is CDA Technical Institute out in Jacksonville, Florida, and everything I'm about to talk about that applies to commercial diving school has to do with that school and what I experienced. So I'm not giving any advice. I'm not saying what's gonna happen to you. I'm just saying what happened to me, like literally today. So I wanted to start off by what to expect like in the morning. So for CDA, we showed up around 7 in the morning. We parked right up at the schoolhouse. Later on, you have to park like down the road, and they have a special parking lot. But the first day, you just park right up front, and you go in and you get 2 packets. Actually, you get 1 packet if you're a non-veteran, and you actually get a purple packet as well as a black packet if you're a veteran. So if you had prior military service. Since I was in the Navy, I got a purple folder, and it just has a bunch of like veteran stuff in it. It's not really like stuff that you have to sign or waivers or anything like that. It's just literally stuff to help vets after like PTSD kind of stuff. So they give out that kind of packet, which is I thought was pretty cool. And then we just waited around until someone came in and to talk to us. And the first thing they told us was that they're splitting everybody into groups of 2. Now my class was about 24 people, so they split that down the middle because they wanted to take one group and go do their medical stuff, and they wanted to take the other group and do their dive gear issue. So that was to be as efficient as possible, have one group doing one thing while one group is doing another, and then switch swap. So I ended up in the medical group that went first, and what we did basically was we went and did vitals, we did our blood sample, they did a hearing exam, an EKG, like a regular physical. They also did an eye exam. And they also do urinalysis. They do test for drugs. It is a drug test. So if any of y'all are worried about that, they do screen you for that. They said, they actually mentioned in class, like if anybody pops positive, they'll actually let us know day 2. They'll like pull us aside, and they said that they do all this like stuff where they, if you fail like the first time, you're suspended for like 30 days and you got to come back after 30 days. And then if you still pop negative, then or pop positive for any kind of drugs, they will put you into some drug rehabilitation program, and you have to pass that in order to come back to the school. So they take it really seriously. So absolutely no drugs. They're drug free. And also, the only medical test that I thought was pretty unusual was there was a test where it was like a tube about that long, and it's hooked up to a longer, skinnier tube, and they hook it up electronically to the computer, and you just have to, kind of like a breathalyzer where you blow but you have to blow extremely hard, like as hard as you can force air out of your lungs hard, and you do it about 3 times. I've never heard of that test before. I never taken that test before, so I just want to share with you that with you because I thought that was really unusual. And after we did that, then I got done with that right around 10 a.m. So began at 7, got done with all the medical stuff around 10. And then I kind of went on a little break, and then kind of went back to the classroom, where I just basically waited around and kind of talked like small talk with some of the guys. And by the way, my class is all guys, so no females or anything like that. But I do know that females do go through the course. I've seen, I think on YouTube, like females going through it. So if you're a female out there and you want to do it, they're all open to that. So don't feel like shy or like you can't do it or anything like that, they are open to that. So I would say go for it. And then we were basically waiting for lunchtime, and then when lunch rolled around 12:15, they do have a cafeteria, and it's actually right next to the medical building where we did all our medical stuff. And we took a break for lunch. The lunch we had was actually baked chicken, mashed potatoes and gravy, green beans and carrots. That was our first like food. And then they have like salad bar, and then they have like drinks. I didn't see too many choices on drinks. Maybe like I saw like Kool-Aid, and I had like sweet iced tea, but it wasn't ice, it was actually warm. But don't let that discourage you. The food was actually really good. I actually really liked it, so I'm looking forward to eating more meals there. And if you're interested in going there, they actually have a meal plan where if you're staying in the dorms, you can eat breakfast, lunch, and dinner there. I'm not staying in the dorms, so I'm staying off campus. So I only opted to eat breakfast and lunch, and then I eat dinner at home, because the end of the day is about 5 p.m. and you're gonna go home after 5 p.m. and that's when dinner is anyway. So if I'm leaving campus, might as well come home and eat with my family rather than stay back and try to eat dinner there, and then come home. That would be kind of silly. And then after we got done with lunch, then we swapped everybody. So everybody that did gear issue went and did medical, and then vice versa. So it was my turn to do the gear issue. Now they take you to the place where they have all the gear. They already have all your lock boxes set up. And if you guys are interested, leave it in the comments below. I'll go through like all the dive equipment that you get issued, what's everything that you get, what's everything that comes in it, and I'll just briefly go over some stuff. So you get a huge lockbox. It's actually bigger than the ones I saw on their website. It's actually longer than the ones I saw. And you get like hard hat, you get like flotation device, you get everything you would need for scuba equipment. So you get a BCD, you get a wetsuit. It's a 5 millimeter thick suit, and you get the top and you get the bottom, and it's actually really weird to put it on. So if you want to see more of the stuff that you get in the dive gear issue, then leave it in the comments below and let me know, and I'll do it in a future video. And so basically after we did our gear issue, we went and did like a little tour, and you'll actually drop your lockbox. So your big storm case that I was just talking about, the one that I thought I saw a bigger one than the one that was on the website, that you go and you store like kind of in a special room with all the others, and then you take all the rest of your stuff that you get issued to your dorm room. But if you're staying off campus like me, I put it in my car for safekeeping, because they don't want you to leave anything just lying around. So if you have expensive stuff like the stuff they issue you, make sure you put it away or you carry it with you. So don't leave anything anywhere. That was one of the rules they had. Speaking of rules, they have a lot of rules, especially when it comes to the dorms. So I'm kind of glad I'm not staying in the dorms, because if I was, they have so many rules on the dorms. Just a few is like no alcohol, can't have anybody, not even other students, in your dorm room, just you, and you can't have any food, or you can have like basically water, because if you have food like pizza or something, they said it attracts like, you know, bugs, ants, rats, like stuff like that. So that's a big no-no to them. There's tons of other rules that they have at this place. So that's basically what we did after we took the tour of the facility and the dorm rooms and everything. We went back to a classroom, and we basically did all the rest of the information you need to know, like orientation type stuff, like where do you need to be, at what time, And then they'll also issue like a parking pass, and you'll sign like a bunch of forms, for the medical stuff, HIPAA Privacy Act, and you'll also like sign liability waivers, and there's just a huge stack of forms you're going to need to fill out in the classroom. And then you also do introductions, so everybody introduces themselves in the class. You basically say your name, your age, where you're from, your last employment, and then also the last one was, what was it? Oh yeah, what do you expect to get out of the school? Like, what is your expectations? And I just basically said that mine was get out as soon as possible and graduate and get like out like the next day, like get hired somewhere as a diver. So that's basically a rundown on my first day. It was basically medical, sit around and wait, lunch, and then get issued all the dive gear, and then tour, sign paperwork, just as a quick recap of everything. So the first day, just kind of get it out of the way kind of day. They described it as hurry up and wait kind of day. So definitely looking forward to day 2. I'm gonna make another video on that, so stay tuned if you want to see that, because I'm sure they're gonna do a lot more stuff, and it's gonna be way different than day 1, and you're gonna want to see what or you're gonna want to hear what I say in the next video. So as always, like and subscribe. Stay tuned for the next video. If you want to see day 2, tune in, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace.